Hi, I'm John Turpa. On this episode, I'm going to be bringing up the idea of full disclosure. So, full disclosure, this is the idea. There are things that are hidden that we don't know about, like in black projects or even within corporations that are highly compartmentalized. And there are things that, like technologies or types of individuals from perhaps other planets or even in the Earth, for example, like these things that, because of the way society is constructed, we're not supposed to know. So this is mainly within the ET hidden technology arena, where they want full disclosure. So basically, a person that has added to the full disclosure but is not necessarily part of the ET idea is obviously Edward Snowden. He broke a huge story about the NSA. And that's very important for us to be able to see that information. Now, yes, there is some kind of crazy operations happening that a lot of people find to be malign or not good because they're snooping on us. So that is one of the first people that have brought in information. And he's obviously a whistleblower. There's many whistleblowers, and there's a lot of whistleblowers within the ET UFO community as well. Like a lot of military personnel, FAA people, people from different types of special forces or any scientists, doctors, all these people that are trained observers. So the main push for the full disclosure idea has come from Mr. Corey Goode, who has been working with David Wilcock. So whatever you feel about David Wilcock, all these other people that are in these communities, good or bad, it's that full disclosure is talking about unity in the community. Meaning we all want to, even though we have different points of views, we all want to try to find some kind of balance and congruence. Because we're all different, we're all unique, we all have a different perspective, and let's try to be like, say, the rays of the sun that are pointing through a magnifying glass onto a point on a ground. We can all do that. We can find balance with each other regardless of how we think or feel about a certain area, is that something is going on, and we want full disclosure. So basically, the full disclosure would be, most importantly, are the things that we need on the planet, like high technology, sustainable technology, and some of these technologies is free energy or anti-gravity, and food replication, and healing technologies, which is very important for people to get better on the planet. And this will bring us longevity and sustainability and being able to live on a planet where we're all basically sovereign beings. Nobody's on top of us, nobody's below us. So this is the idea. This is full disclosure. Like, for example, why would people want to continue to use gas or oil-based things when you have something like free energy? So if I approached you with the option, it's the option, it's just an option, you can do whatever you want. I'd be like, here's free energy, it's provable, just say it's provable, here's free energy, and here's gas. Which one would you choose? Doesn't matter what your beliefs are, which one would you choose? Personally, I would go with the free energy, because that's awesome, because I never have to fill up anything anymore, ever again. I can just, like these cameras that I'm using right now, they need to be on batteries. I'm keeping an eye on the time so things don't go out or whatever, right? But imagine there were free energy capacitors inside of these cameras, and these cameras were great and they'd never break down, and this is what we'd like, because when things break down, we throw them in a garbage, and that sucks. We're just creating a bunch of garbage currently. But full disclosure will allow us to clean up everything within a matter of months, perhaps. Because some of this technology these people are talking about is pretty crazy. I'd love to see some of this stuff and use it. So, if this disclosure idea comes through, unity in the community, is that there may be some changes that may be a bit difficult for some people who are perhaps still kind of asleep or in a 9-to-5 zone. Because 9 to 5, oh my gosh, I've done it so many times in my life. It just, I don't like it. It just makes me tired, and I have very little time to do my own investigation. I've been blessed with time to investigate in the past 3-4 years, so that's great. I've been able to wake myself up in a lot of ways. So, but for the people who are still in a 9-to-5 zone, these are some of the things that you may find that are going to change. For example, energy technologies. Or first of all, sound governments, sound money. There'll be a lot of economic things going to happen first, most likely. This is where the trends seem to be pointing. From my own research and reading articles in the mainstream news and in the alternative news and white papers and things of that nature, it all points to this. There's an economic transition happening. And then the malign politicians will be replaced by aligned politicians. Politicians who are aligned with freedom in one way or another. Like, we need to understand freedom of thought, action, and movement is very important. So there'll be people that will be elected into these positions. They may be, hopefully they'll be for real elected, not rigged or put there. Personally, I ain't voting. I don't do the voting thing. I've never have. That's just a personal thing. And there's also a disclosure president, if you want to check it out. His name is Andrew D. Bashago. All the links I'll put in the description area. He seems really cool. Like, he's got all these 100 things that he would do. His website looks great for a person who's just, is on the outskirts. And there's not a lot of attention on him right now, but hopefully this can give a bit more of attention. But he claims to be a part of a DARPA time travel program. And you can just listen to some of his talks. There's radio shows and stuff on YouTube. You can check those out. And he outlines his experience. But he is also running for president. Wouldn't that be cool if he is going in as a write-in president. So if you think he's cool, check it out, see what you think about what he says. To me, he looks like he has a good head on his shoulders. Like, he's got an extraordinary story that may be unbelievable for you guys to accept. Very hard for you guys to accept if you're not well aligned or knowledgeable about the ET extraterrestrial disclosure idea. So, but really cool dude. I haven't met him personally, but from what I've seen, he's pretty spot on. So one of the things though that I like to speak about is everything is up to us and our reality, because I am the primary experiencer of my reality. Like, because I've been with myself my whole life. Nobody else has been with me the exact process of my life. I'm the only one that's been with me my whole life. So when my inner conditions change, my outer conditions reflect the inner condition. So, for example, if you really do want a new earth or a new heaven and earth from the religious point of view, for example, this is what apocalypse means. Apocalypse doesn't mean the end of the world. Apocalypse comes from a Greek word meaning to uncover. And revelations obviously means to reveal. So a lot of that stuff's happening right now. So if you're from a religious influence, you can check out those meanings and see how this can apply to you as in a disclosure. So full disclosure happens from within you, perhaps. This happened for me, and in my outer reality is reflecting my inner reality. So this is great. Like, I'm noticing all these cool things happening for me, and because of my inner reality. And because I would like, obviously, full disclosure, because all these cool technologies, imagine all this cool stuff that we can actually play with that will never break down, has no advertising attached to it, doesn't cost you a cent, none of that stuff. And we don't put them in garbage. They're completely sustainable, renewable type of technology that will probably last thousands of years and is upgradable. And it's in line with nature. It's not like we're going to become a technocratic society with like robot arms like the Borg. It would be more like we have a technology that is in alignment with nature. That's how I view it within myself. This is what I'd like to experience. This is what I like to see. If I don't see it, then I'm like, no, it's okay. You can take your technology somewhere else. But I like that one. That's really cool. So this is the idea. So if you at least come to the idea within yourself, like insert your own program saying of the things you would like to see, and then allow that program to reprogram your mind in a way, and reprogram access to your heart and to your body and to your spirit. So then we can get full disclosure in any way, in every way, because we deserve it, because we want it. At least the people in the community. So hopefully you'll look at that as well, because the movement starts from within. Then we can all coalesce like the sun's rays into the magnifying glass, pointing towards the ground and illuminating the area. So let's illuminate. And I'm not making any funny jokes about Illuminati or anything. And by the way, that's probably like another psyop, because the Illuminati, the actual name of Illuminati means the illuminated ones, but they've attached this crazy evil energy to that name, so I don't really like using it. But to be able to bring light to our reality, and to be able to come together from coming together within ourselves first, and then everybody else just kind of, we come together like we're all attracted to each other in a good way, because this is what we all want. We all want our kids to have a wonderful world to live in. We all want our families to be healthy and safe and well. We want everybody to be great, even the elites. If you guys decide to stay on this planet, hopefully, you'll be able to have the opportunity to have this win-win-win situation where everybody has the power and there's no trickery, because we can tell. I can tell so far. If tricks are done on me, maybe, who knows? But so far I can tell for myself at least. So that's basically what full disclosure is, the idea of full disclosure. And in closing, I'd like to present a song called Child of the Universe. All the links and who wrote it and everything it's going to be on the bottom. Enjoy.
The sun is only a star, around that star is spin, but